Greetings, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. I took the liberty of running around the place off camera so that I didn't waste time looking around for where the cage NPC hollow might be. And after finally not finding it, looked it up, and it turns out that it's just right over here. You roll through some boxes and you can step around this house and bing bada boom, there it is. This is where it's supposed to be, somewhere around this path line. Now, I stepped over here a minute ago, and yeah, got shot in the face by a dart dude. And I'm going to die. Going to die. That is in my face. I hate all of you. Going to get you. Going to get each and every one of you. You're next. You volunteered. I have a particular distaste for people shooting darts. Because Dark Souls 1 and Blighttown. Hello. Another one? Where? Oh, it's the original. We're gonna go take care of him too. I might. Screw you. And no shinies from me. Okay. Got an item. Some fire bombs. Let's see. There's a bunch of glowies around here, but I'm a little turned around hunting down those thralls. Flying shield, because why? Hey! There he is!
Another Nana disappeared. Sir Grunton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade. Another Nana to crown he and Nana's so come into the cage and become Another Nana disappeared.
Another Nana.
So
there's more than one?
He and Nana's never coming back.
Okay.
So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
Okay. So that is as cryptic as all of the information I ever found out about it was as well. Getting sold. Cheap junk to attract your attention. Alright. So come into the cage, he said. That's all the information I could ever find. Always vaguely alluded that he was just giving you a hint about something near him, which I caught a glimpse of, which appears to be an enemy hauling a cage around on his back. I guess he'll take me somewhere. That seems to be what everyone was saying about him. Up the ladder. Around this way, I'm pretty sure. Door? No, no door. That's an enemy. I just get the cage, I guess? No, he's trying to attack. I don't get it. Oh, fuck. What? Okay, then I guess. He's not following me around anymore. I don't hear him stomping around. What just happened? Fall off the cliff. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Is this where he went? Oh. Oh! That's much easier to recover than I thought. I thought that went all the way down into the sewers. Okay, so no, that should be fairly simple to get to. Because I'm pretty sure that if I warp with a bonfire, that's going to reset and hang from the tree again. But then I could just pull out a longbow and shoot it down, I guess. Okay, so our cage guy disappeared. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about that. I don't know what any of that was about. It was as vague as all information promised. Hooray for the internet. Anyway, I don't really want to know in complete detail what that was all about. I saw vague allusions to he would take me someplace, I would be trapped there, and it had something to do with the Covenant. That's about all I got. I mean, I think if I had paid a bit closer to attention to... I forgot about you. Okay. Just want my shiny, okay? Okay? Kill a bunch more dudes, get it. Now, what is my reward for this shenanigans? That's not bad. I like that. I'll take that. And this guy is now gone. I recovered this NPC correctly. Yes, I took this NPC. She teleported home, I guess, the night or whatever. It was supervised. Okay. I guess we found the cage guy. I get in the cage now that he's wigged out. No, I cannot. Okay, so whatever this was about, I have clearly broken. Does that mean that I'm just shit out of luck for an entry or something? Oh well. I'll figure it out later. You don't usually get everything at once in Dark Souls. I will take myself back to the bonfire and see you guys back at the shrine real fast. Firekeeper? Oh, the lady who was sitting here is gone now.
Ah, how...
Oh yes, let's see. 7,500, 10,500, 13,500. I've only got 1,200 and 12,000. I've only got 12,000, and I want to see about that miracle sale person, which is what she damn well better have been. And if I don't want anything from her because, you know, miracles, and I don't have faith, and I don't plan on getting faith, then I'm going to be buying stuff from this lady. Let's see now. Grey Rat has not yet returned from his latest adventures, which probably means that I'm either going to have to save him, or there's a specific trigger for him to return. Oh, I wonder if all these little candle piles on the ground indicate places where NPCs are going to be. There'll be a lot of NPCs if that's how this is going. Of course, they could just be for ambient light. Could be that. Oh-ho! So, the pitiable NPCs appear to enjoy taking up residence in these hovels to the left and right.
Oh, Champion of Ash. Welcome back. I was not meant to be a firekeeper, but I am honored to serve you beside the bonfire. The gods are ever merciful. My gratitude lies with them and with you. I am yours now. Your wish is my command. Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. I pray for your safety.
Okay, one second. I want to see if OBS has any kind of file Oh, yes! Aha! OBS does in fact track the amount of time that you've been recording, because I just realized I forgot my timer again, because I'm bad at that. 12 minutes. We've got 8 more to go. Alright. So.
Oh, champion, do you wish...
What do you sell? You sell Saint's Ring. It allows additional attunement of additional spells. Attunement of additional spells. There was only one additional in there. A ring bestowed upon a Kareem Saint. Allows attunement of additional spells. In Kareem, the Saints give voice to the ancient tales. They memorize countless cumbersome sacred books and read them in sonorous tones, a function for which they are widely renowned. It also is only 300 souls, so why the hell not? What do you learn by default? Heal for 12. Replenishment for 15. Caressing Tears for 12. Cure ailments for self and vicinity. That's nice. Return cast to the lost bonfire rested at, or to the shrine. That is a lovely miracle. I actually really liked that miracle in the first game, and it led to what was my primary playthrough of the game, which was a heavy armored knight with faith, which worked out fairly well because I was also doing the no vitality upgrade thing. Only at that point, it was just a logical conclusion rather than a stubborn determination that it has become. Wait, I don't need to buy this. I want to do this. Elementary Miracle. Restores HP to use miracles, blah blah. Punishment is a relic of the old Lloyd faith, whose cleric knights were unfaltering in battle. Cures bleeding, poison, and frost. Caressing Tears is a tale of the many deaths surrounding the goddess Kytha, of whom Morn was a known follower. It is taught by Mjorn, the Archbishop's apostle. Taught to traveling clerics, return to the bonfires. Would normally link to one's homeland, only the curse of the undead has twisted its power, redirecting it to the bonfire. Perhaps for them, the bonfire is home. Okay, and that's everything she has currently. Let's give her a tome. Wait, I only have one tome?
You know, in my home of Kareem, I was a nun.
Okay.
I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But if I had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales and more. Oh, only I cannot see. Terribly sorry, but you'll have to find me a divine tome in Braille. Have a pleasant, I pray for...
Oh. Is that divine tome that I currently have? No. Okay, wait. So did I not get that on this character? I'm pretty sure I found or bought a normal tome that wasn't from Londor. Was it another one of those Mortician's Ashes things that I need to get from this Firekeeper here?
Ah.
Because I am stubbornly refusing to go anywhere with my PS4 character that I haven't already first trodden with this character. So it's got to be someplace I've already had access to. I just missed it, I guess.
Ashen brick with is it not? Ashen what?
Okay, I don't understand. Before I give her something that's probably going to have fairly ominous consequences, like a Tomb from Londor, which just pumped me full of dark sign, I want to make sure I give her like a more practical tome first. Because I've had quite enough of NPCs dying, and I've only had one so far.
Speak on.
Yeah, so clearly she doesn't sell it.
Till we meet again.
Alright, choices. Oh, that reminds me, I also didn't see that knight wandering around here, so he's maybe just someplace else in the world? Or perhaps I should explore a bit more thoroughly, because as is my wont, I am probably fairly dense at finding NPCs. Okay, so this guy isn't here. And yeah, I think that's a recurrent theme. Everywhere that I see a pile of these lit wax candles, it's a good chance that there's an NPC who might show up there at some point.
Aha, thou art so. Happen.
Do I have any new lost souls? No, I do not. Yeah, nothing.
Treat she is much.
Okay, then. I'm gonna look that up real fast. Give me a moment. Okay, brilliant. That didn't take very long. So, I am incorrect. I am correct in my assumption that it is something that I just missed. I need this one. Alright, there we go. So, this is something that I actually must have discovered on the PS4 first before doing it over here. I have probably incorrectly assumed that I had just already done it here. First, we clear these guys out. No, give me that. Yes! Ha ha! I am the greatest. Okay, anyway, getting... Is that all you buggers? Oh, I still need to get you. Okay, so, here is how I discovered this. I noticed that up here, there is a red-eyed Corian that wouldn't come down. Like, while I was on the PS4, I even experimented with trying to lure... Oh my god, that was something. Those Corian staff carriers, they don't really want to move. They want to just spit poison at you, so... That was an ordeal in itself, but I tried to get him over here to get him to do his alarming screech to pull this thing into aggro mode and get it down here off the cliff, and it wouldn't come down. So I knew there must be some other method to get him down. Besides, like, the thing that made me think to do that was the door in Dark Souls 2, where you had to hit it, or basically knock on it, to get the enemies behind it to open it for you, because there was no other way to get into that room. But anyway, going onto the bridge, I noticed that there was a path that led up to him. It led down to there, had some shinies on it to attract attention. Now, the first things I tried to do was jump from here down to there, and I kept just bouncing off the edge. Like, even though I was sort of land on the ledge, I would just physics slide right off to it, be affected by it. However, over here, as this message points out, it is much easier to simply step off and hit the ground. Voila. Now we're down here. Now, the first time I came down here, I died quite horribly because there is a certain something over there. Now, you'd think, hey, that's just a dog. No. If you can see it, that is a dog that has engorged itself to the point where its undead body can no longer handle it anymore and is just dragging around a gut full of whatever it's been eating. That thing has a grab attack that penetrates blocks with shields, and it also will occasionally just spit poison. That's all I got to see of it. But it also has a companion off to the left that is ultimately the reason why I died. Oh, and apparently its attacks just give you poison. Didn't know about that part. But yeah, as you can see, quite the glutton, this dog. Lovely. No, what killed me was getting ambushed by two of them at once. They're both a bit beefier than your standard dogs are. And my character on the PS4 is devoted to Keistis. Not really good at dealing with crowds. There's what I was looking for. And this is a bonus. I think this just boosts miracles. Boosts miracles. A malformed ring given to the Knights of Kareem. Boosts miracles. Morn served the goddess Kaitha and later became an apostle of the Archbishop. They labored together to provide comfort to the suffering. Doesn't sound too bad so far. I'm wondering how long it takes a cleric before they go completely batshit bonkers and become like the A something of the D. Aldrich, Saint of the D. There we go. Yeah. This guy is actually a bit more durable than your standard Corian, I think. Nope, I stand corrected. He is precisely exactly the same durability. I don't know why he has red eyes. Maybe they all have red eyes, I'm just not paying attention most of the time. Anyway, running up to 22 minutes, but you know, I've got a little bit of speed up time in there while I was wandering around. So, we're going to go back, we're going to give the tombs over, we're going to see what she has to offer from them, and then we're going to make our purchase choice with either her, or the Dark Hand, or the two Rings of Hiding. Okay, here we are. And because she's in a hall... Hey, you're back. You got anything new to say?
Gaining admission to the league.
No. Firekeeper moved again. That's the way to Yol. So over here is way to our newest Lady Reader.
Oh, Champion of Ash, welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale? You only have...
Okay, so she just has these 4 to begin with.
You know, in my home of Karim, I would put it terribly.
Give the Braille Divine Tome of Coin.
Oh, you've brought me a Braille Divine Tome. Now I can tell new tales of miracles. Tales of the greater miracles can be quite the epics. What fun we will have. You know, in my eye would be with it terribly.
Okay, so she's actually legitimately from Karim, so giving her a book from it isn't really that significant. Tears of Denial. Grant 1 chance to endure when HP reaches 0. That would go nicely with my blue ring. Taught by Morn, Archbishop Apostle, grants 1 chance, blah blah blah, intended to grant the dying a few moments for a final farewell. Tears are shed for the sake of the living, more so than the deceased. Homeward again. And Force! Ah, I love this miracle. Elementary Miracle among clerics creates a shockwave. While it inflicts no direct damage, this miracle propels foes backwards, staggering them. Can also defend against encumbering arrows. This gave me an idea to try my Faith Knight out with a talisman in the offhand so that he could just use the Force as a kind of shield. And I think I used the Dragon Slayer Spear in the right hand. It worked out okay, I guess. But that has a minimum faith requirement of 12. 8 is all I've got, and 10 is all I would be willing to go to, and none of these are viable options at 10. So let's give her the other one.
Oh, what's this? Champion of Ash, this divine tome is forbidden.
You think I care?
These are dark tales of things that lurk deep within men. These stories would not please you.
You are vastly no.
Of course, if you insist,
I insist.
I will read them for you. Only... they frighten me so. The little creatures that nibble at me in the darkness.
Somebody left this lady alone with some rats. That is not a nice thing to do. Ooh, whoa. Reinforce right weapon with dark. Miracle of the Sable Church of Londor. The third daughter, Lillian, one of the founders of the Sable Church, is said to recount tales that portray the suffering and conflict of Hollows. Sable Church? Prevent spells of vicinity, including one's own. The Vow of Silence? This used to be one of Velka's spells. Members of the Sable Church are all trained swordsmen, each sworn only to their weapons as they bear the leaden silence of Londor. Okay, so Londor has a Vow of Silence. Yeah. Has a literal and a figurative Vow of Silence. Dead again. Sacrilegious miracle of the Sable Church of Londor. Bless corpses, transforming them into traps. Lovely. Londor, the Hollow Realm, is a society of undead comprised of the corpses and shades of those who led unsavory lives. Is such blessing really something one must ponder? That sounds, like that right there, that sounds really nice. But 25 faith is well and above anything I'm going to pay.
You know, in my eye would if terribly. Have a pleasant journey, I pray for you.
Okay, so she doesn't seem to have much comment about those miracles that I taught her. Probably until I buy them, but no matter.
Ah, there I am.
Oh, no. I need this. Let's see. Any of these that I want to buy?
Do not think what?
No. Alright, so we're going to run over here to her, and we're going to make our purchases with these 13,000. Can I sell to her at the same time?
Speak on
I cannot.
till we make.
Okay, so I've got some junk that I want to sell first to make sure that I know the total amount of souls that I can work with. Because if I can just buy the Dark Hand and a ring at the same time, I would prefer that to buying 2 rings.
Ah.
Brilliant.
Ashen.
Okay, so I had to use some souls, most of my large ones in fact, to get this to work, but now I will be able to buy the Dark Hand and a ring.
Speak on.
I'll have this. The other one probably has more practical applications, but for the time being, we'll go with no, wait. First I should buy arrows
Tell me.
before I go buying the poison throwing knives.
Ah.
Alright, there we go.
Ashen whatnot.
I'll take care of the rest of it off camera. So, let's check out that Dark Hand. Pretty sure the Dark Hand should be fairly weightless. Yeah, it is absolutely weightless. They've given the shield effect a bit more substance this time. Okay. And of course, I cannot two-hand it. So let's see how different that is in the right hand, when I'm actively trying to use it as a weapon. Basically, Keist punching. Yeah. And if I don't have a weapon effect on my left hand shield, then I can't actually access the life drain. So the dark damage that it does, and the small amount of physical damage, are all completely irrelevant unless if you put it in your left hand and actually use it as the shield that it offers itself up to be. But you do gain access to the life drain. And of course it does have the focus point cost. And of course, since you can't two-hand it in either hand, you can never actively use it as a weapon. Interesting. Wonder what happens if you put one in each hand. Probably nothing. I don't think there's power stancing for dual wielding of weapons in this game. Alright, so let's go ahead and try on that ring. What could I take off? This probably isn't doing anything actively for me, so... Bound to face chaos. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't actually change my top left icon back. I'll have to properly take care of that with either the Statue of Velka or just outright removing the dark sign, which I don't plan to do. Dark Sigil. Dark Sigil! I can get that. Alright. That makes me look fairly decent, I suppose. And while my leg proceeds to twitch violently, because I'm half on and a half off a step, I will bid you all adieu. I hope you have a great day. I will see you next time.